Hi and welcome to Money Motivation. My name is Noelin Chirabo. Hope you are inspired, energized. Today we're going to talk about the power of ideas. So the thing about ideas is that we're living in a knowledge age. We're a generation of young people that are so creative, have so many ideas. We innovate on all these things. However, we do have a lot of ideas that never make it past the idea stage. The thing about an idea is that it's like a seed. A seed has so much potential. It has the potential for a harvest, but that potential is never going to be actualized until you literally sow the seed, give it the right conditioning, fertilizers, and all these things, and then you can expect a harvest. And the same applies to ideas. You have noble ideas. You have great ideas. However, the power of ideas is not in the idea itself. The power of an idea lies in implementation. Ideas are the seeds that give birth to innovation. However, for that innovation to become a manifestation, you need to execute your idea. So the power of an idea lies in execution. And the point is, how do we generate ideas? I've had people say, I don't know how to generate ideas. Maybe some people are naturally gifted to do that and some people are not. I believe we all have the potential to generate ideas. So how do we generate ideas? One, you can get into a habit of brainstorming. You by yourself or with a group of people, just sit together and ask the question, how might we solve a particular problem? And just throw in all those ideas. Now, not every idea is a noble idea. Through generating more ideas, you're able to sieve out and find the ideas that are most relevant for the situation you're trying to solve. That's one way you can generate ideas. The other way is to use a visual board. Kind of just put stuff up there and let your mind begin to analyze and work through and sort through all these concepts, and before you know it, you'll be generating more ideas because you're able to visualize these things and connect the dots to see how best can we merge these things to come up with a better approach of doing things. The third way you can generate ideas is be curious. Now, some of us are so comfortable in our zones that we don't even want to step out and try new things. Be curious. Look at other people, the things they come up with, and say, how did that person think about it? How did they come up with this idea? And as you become curious, you begin to trigger your mind to think of different ways you can also generate new ideas, and that goes hand in hand with your ability to try out new ways of doing things. The fact that you have been doing certain things the same way, you're going to get the same results. So be curious enough to say, what happens if I change this recipe? What happens if I change my approach? Because it's so doing, then you're going to be able to generate more ideas. And then, of course, the last thing you can do to generate ideas is take part in a challenge. Nothing is going to push you to think like a challenge, especially where you have limited resources and limited time. It's like your mind is going to be working overtime to think of, how do I do it? How do I solve it? How do we come up with the most viable solution? So take part in a challenge once in a while. That will trigger your mind to begin to think. And now that you have great ideas, what next? What do you do with your ideas? Like I said, the power of an idea lies in execution. The first thing you want to do with your ideas is to try them out to prove whether it works or it doesn't work. Now, when you have an idea, you're so excited and you feel like this is a game changer, this is a real deal. However, after a while, you're going to realize probably someone else is doing it or someone else has already done it. It's not as noble as it felt the first time, it kind of dropped in. However, for you to prove for yourself that it works or it doesn't work, you need to prototype. You need to try it out and then prove whether it works, or if it doesn't work, you will know whether you want to follow through with the idea or simply drop it. The second thing you can do with your ideas is have a mastermind team of people that you can share and bounce off ideas. Now, what that does is you're able to get insights from other people. You're able to get perspectives that you could have missed out. Now, sometimes we have great ideas, but they never take off because we keep them to ourselves. There's this whole fear of people are going to steal my idea. You see, the thing about the generation which there's nothing new under the sun. So while you think your idea is so noble and nobody has ever thought about it, somebody is already executing it somewhere in the world. So have a mastermind team of people you can trust and bounce off ideas, get their insights, get their input, and then you'll have a better perspective of how to execute your ideas. And then the last thing you can do with your ideas, you can sell your ideas. Your ideas can be a source of money making, and because there are people that just don't want to think, there are people that just don't want to crack their heads. So you can think for them, especially if they're business ideas, and you can sell them these ideas. If you've tried it out and you know that it works and it's proven, there are people that are going to be willing to pay you for your noble ideas. So When you have a great idea, don't sit around waiting for I don't know what for you to execute it, because the reality is ideas in this day and age have a very short lifespan. They expire so fast. Whatever was exciting 5 months ago, right now it's not a game changer. It's not new anymore. So when you think you have a noble idea, execute it as soon as you can, because your ideas have the potential and the power to break through in so many different ways to launch you into the things that you desire to do. My name is Have a blessed day and a blessed week. Let's keep the conversations going online, and catch you next time.